This pole trick is called Iduna. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you 3 ways to get into this pose. The first way is from a crucifix, inverted crucifix. Second way is from an outside leg hang or Gemini. And the third way from a brass monkey. Before we do any of these though, let's go over the positioning from the floor. In the Iduna, you are basically going to have an inside elbow grip. It's a reverse elbow. So my arm is going to the front of the pole and then behind. And from here, you want to make a fist and pull just like so that you feel the pull really deep in the elbow pit rather than the forearm. And like so on both sides. So arm in front, wrap it around, make a fist and pull. It is normal though for the pull to be pressing on the forearm, but ideally we want to try and get the pull as close to the elbow pit as possible. Now for the Iduna, you're actually going to bring that arm around and then reach for your stomach, like so. So I'm here, arm in front, behind, and my hand taps my stomach. Other side as well, arm in front, bring it behind. Try to avoid this where there's a gap between your elbow and the pole, because then the pressure is going on your wrist. We want to get it in the elbow and then bring your hand to the front on your stomach. Like so. Whenever you're doing elbow grips like this, even for Pegasus or Libellula or other tricks, what really helps is to think about your hips moving away from the pole. Because if I'm close to the pole like so, and I stay like this, there is no way I can get the pole in my elbow or bring my hand to the front of my body. So instead, when you're here, as you go into your elbow grip, I want you to imagine you're sitting down, and that creates space between your hip bones and the pole, which gives your hand passageway to go through and reach for your body, depending on which trick you're doing. For Iduna, we're grabbing our stomach. And again, really pay attention to your hips moving away from the pole. See that little gap over here? That is where my arm can go through. If I stay like this, straight, the pole goes more on my wrist, and now I have a gap between my elbow and the pole. Really make sure you do that. Bend the knees so that this arm has space to go and wrap around the pole. Now, when you do this and you're inverted, it's gonna feel strange because it's basically like you're sitting down, but inverted. So try this a few times on the ground. Okay, make sure you're able to do this. This becomes automatic. When you're doing it in the air, it's gonna feel like you're dropping your butt down, like you're kind of sliding down. Again, we just want some space between our hip bones and the pole. So we are here. I have my right arm in an elbow grip. I'm grabbing my stomach. Now, at this point, I'm gonna show you from a crucifix. I have my elbow grip. I have my outside leg in front of the pole, okay? In the crucifix. From here, my outside hand is going to reach for the pole. Now, this requires a bit of flexibility. I like to have my hand go close to my head and then I slide it down. And the hand can either be fingers, well, you'll be inverted. So it can either be fingers pointing down or thumb up. So outside leg in front, inside leg behind, elbow grip. I'm grabbing my stomach, or my hips, they're slightly behind the pole, okay? And now my outside arm reaches up for the pole. I'm going to slide it up away from my head. Now from here, your inside knee, so in this case it's my right, is gonna go to the same side as your outside leg. So I'll show you from here. I had left leg going in front, because I'm on this side of the pole, left leg in front, right elbow behind in my elbow grip. I'm here. I'm gonna take this leg, my right leg, to the same side as my left. So from here to here. And I'm pressing the side of my knee against the pole. From here, I'm just gonna bend that leg, okay? And then to exit, you can go back into a crucifix. And on the other side, if I want to do my crucifix on this side instead, I would have my left elbow going around the pole. Remember, sit your butt back, stomach. I would have my right leg in front and my left leg behind. My right hand goes up, finds the pole, slide it up. When you're inverted, it would slide down. Then take your left leg through to the other side. So both legs are on the side of the pole now. So I look like this, and then I can bend my left knee, and then to exit, I go back into a crucifix. For now, we are keeping both legs on the pole. We're not extending them. Once you try to extend the legs and do different variations of Iduna, it's important where your head is. Your head position is very important for that grip. But for now, we're going to keep both legs on the pole. So where your head is, whether it's on this side or this side, doesn't matter as much. So I'm going to show it to you from the inverted crucifix now. So I'm like this. I drop my butt down a bit so that my right arm can go behind the pole in my elbow. I have grip in my knees, so my outside hand can come up.